Hello boys and girls, Ant here again. Today I'm playing one of them visual novel things that the kids are all raving about these days. This is called Rising Angels Reborn. It's a free to play one that's on Steam right now. They're also doing a Kickstarter for a sequel to this, so who knows, it might be interesting. If you like visual novels, give it a try. Maybe back the Kickstarter. They're not asking for much, they're only asking for $4,000 and they're about over halfway there now, which is quite good. As you go, as usual in these sort of things, not much in the way of visual options. Visual novels don't tend to have them. There's audio options. You can hear the music play in the background. It's some song, I've forgotten what it's called now. Broken Compass, I think it was called. And there is options for text speed and stuff. No options to stop any eroge stuff getting in your screen. Who knows, there's bound to be something in their visual novels, all have them, don't they? There is like a little biography thing as well, so you can go in here and read about all the various backstories and whatnot. They've definitely put a lot of effort into this, especially since it's a free game as well, which is quite good. But yeah, second visual novel I've played since Sunrider. Let's jump in. There you go, we've got words, right. You never feel as much pride as the first time you're given command. An instructor at the academy told me that once. Right, there's option button there. What's that save? Okay. That's fast forward, right. There's something to be said about that. My first command was listening outpost on some backwater swamp planet. Didn't have an official name. Dagobah. Okay, nothing happened there when I clicked it. Right, this guy called it my watery hell. My command consisted of myself, 2 automated recording machines, and virtual intelligence to manage the machines. I was alone during my stint as a lieutenant and a brevet captain. Oh, it's automatically moving forward. The only thing that kept me sane were the games for my virtual system. I'm pretty sure that I managed to beat every single role-playing game known to the galaxy. That's good. Sure, there haven't been very many made since our war for the first survival started so many years ago, but still. When I signed up to fight, I thought the... What is that? Catagion Defence Force? Would have been smart enough to send me to the front. Fair enough. It's going automatically here. Nope, I'll go to watery hell with constant mould problems. They sent my classmates who are far less capable than I up to the front. Those losers got to command task force and fight. It's going at a fairly decent pace, I don't even need to click. And like I predicted, most of them perished with their commands. They were blind fools, idiots. If I would have been there, this war would have been over by now. I don't like this skipping constantly. Let's slow that down a bit. Right, instead innocent people, brave wars and powerful war machines had to be sacrificed to some dumb tactical officer's bad battle plans. Great. Not anymore. Skip. I've been watching the Loadmaster and her droids moving cargo for a few minutes. I might have to inquire if she knows anything about my welcoming party. Next line, I press the button. I press... Oh, is that a thing? Oh, is that autoplay? I don't know. Let's press enter. I thought that would skip to the next thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a noob with these visual novels. As I walked up to her, I catch notice of her short stature and non-regulation issue hat. She's a great hobbin. Should have read them all the data things. Maybe I'll know what a hobbin is then. During my academy training years, I never saw too many of them. While nimble and dexterous, they aren't what you'd call our A-class students. Most of them are as dense as rocks. That's nice. I can try. Even now, she's smiling and waving at me with unprofessional excitement. No bearing, no discipline. Ugh, you're tiny. Excuse me, but could I ask you a quick question? Wait, hang on. Is the girl in the corner her? It's different people. Oh, there you go. Certainly. How can I help you? Oh, right, that was me asking the question. Got you. I glance over her uniform and notice a small insignia tells me that she's a lowly flight officer. Prejudice. If this is sort of professional treatment my forces give, I'm going to have a difficult time. Is my character, like, just a dick? Still, she's a member of the crew and someone I'm going to have to work with on a day-to-day basis. I can tolerate a little bit of it. I'm Major Natalie Pucil. Pucil? I am looking for the bridge. See, you're mocking her for being a lowly flight captain or whatever, and you don't even know where the bridge is to the ship you're living on. You're almost there. Yeah, great. Thanks for your assistant, flight officer. Learn her name. Glad to help if you get lost. I'll be finishing loading soon and can show you around. That's kind, but I should be fine. Ow. Don't worry, Kylie. We're here to show her around. Oh, there's some dude with wings, okay. Context? Went into hall, pale majors approaching me. My real welcoming party, I guess. One of them is a handsome, pale-haired fricon with large, creamy wings and a soft, cheery look on his face. Those wings are creamy. Creamy wings. You've gotten soft over the years, Natalie. Maybe I have, but at least haven't gotten lax with my support. Letting a kid load all the supplies by herself. I expect better leadership from you. Oh, so now she's upset that the kid's doing all the work. Okay. I always thought you were asleep during the delegation class at the academy. You want to talk? I know you slept through the first aid course. What dick? She just outed him. He didn't sleep. He slept through the first aid course. I take it you two know each other. I need to get some voices going on this. I don't do voices. I can do but some voices I can do. But none of these characters suit the ones I can do. They're all anime. I didn't read that line. Old friends. Is Major Hackett smiling? I know, this may be a sign of the Armageddon. Wait, she was being a dick just now to Kylie, but now she's joking and stuff? I'm just glad that something could warm my wingman's heart. He's a wingman. He's got wings, literally. He's literally a wingman. My name is Alphonse Tenzin. You already know, Soul. Cool. Blah blah, we just met a name. I'm Flight Officer Kylie Miggy. I'm not actually a kid. I'm a hobbin. Hang on. This is Lord of the Rings, isn't it? I thought you could stand to listen to Soul a bit. Listen to Soul a bit about professionalism. He's right about some things. I'm sorry, Mom. You can't say Mom unless you're old. It's been a hard adjusting to military life. Keep at it. Be the best officer you can be. Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom. I can see why you like her, Soul. Oh, he's got a thing for me. Oh, which one of these dudes or that weird little girl am I gonna bang? Hush, Major Tenzin. We need to get going and let Natalie settle in before Rasuna gets her claws out. What the feck's a Rasuna? You mean Commander Rasuna? Now we know her rank. Good. I'm gonna get back to loading the supplies. Yeah, you fucking better get back. Please, silence, silence. Do you see what I have to go through? That's why I'm glad to see you, Natalie. He seems like a bit of a dick as well. So, I can correct you as well? Here, let me take your luggage. Ta-da. Let's drop the bags off to her ship. It's small, but our work is cut out for us. It's small and she still couldn't find the bridge. I'd let him. Soul let Zuri carry all her luggage without even offering a single shred of help. What a dick. Zuri can roundhouse kick me through a wall. She didn't need the help. Cool. Or Kylie. Packed light as always. Oh, is that a small joke? Is that because she's small? Uniforms and basic healthcare items. I packed just like the deployment list recommended. Okay. Didn't she also sit around playing RPGs all the time? Didn't bring any RPGs with her. Most people don't listen to that. They seem to think we have plenty of space on the ship for things like dumbbells and personal effects. I was told the list was the official record. This is just... You were told right. The force is growing so slack. Take Kylie for instance, can I? Meep. Meep. I don't think we could have a better quartermaster. She's a wizard with our equipment. Is she now? Nothing ever stays, but oh, she's fixing stuff. If you need something, it is a stock and supply and the next supply run. But you saw how she treats superior officers. She seems to think regulations and professional behaviour don't matter if you just do it well. We have those regulations for a reason. he says, spanking Kylie on the arse. We deal with life and death situations. You have to be able to know exactly what the person next to you is going to... Does all this need to be explained this early on? Couldn't we go through this later? Exactly. You wouldn't believe how grateful I am to have someone here who understands that. Risuna just doesn't understand that being good and being a team just doesn't cut it. There's an awful lot to take in as soon as you've walked on board this ship. Well, I'm here now. We'll start to bring the ship up to code. Damn right. So, you really didn't help poor Kylie with her bags. It was okay. I managed. She managed. It's fine, midget. Well, I can help make it up to you by helping finish loading up equipment. I think that's the first thing we can bring up to code. So now she's nice. ... Only for you, Natalie. I'll help. Kylie never asks for help when she needs it. Cool. Let's show the power of a trio of mages. Cool. I'm starting to believe that the gods may have blessed us with your presence here. He's an angel. He knows about gods. If I can still move after this, I'll consider agreeing. Cool. Thanks, Soul. I'm only helping because Kylie is our quartermaster. I wouldn't waste my time if some of those boxes didn't contain stakes from back home on the Quinn. Oh, it mentioned Quinn. Zoe Quinn. Shit, fuck, Gamergate. Bollocks. Everything's gonna go to shit. Moving on. But then we're going back to the tour. Which tour? Which tour are we going on? Foo Fighters. They're in Britain right now. I should go see Foo Fighters. Deal. Oh, we got a new scene. Welcome to the bridge. It isn't much, but it beats being stuck in that tiny Corlet cockpit. What's a Corlet? You flew fighters? 2 years on the front line with a KSS Xeon. Fair enough. Sounds exciting, doesn't? Not when you're getting caught. Not when you get caught up in a major conspiracy. Oh, I mentioned Quinn conspiracies. Oh, this is a Zoe Quinn simulator. Please tell me you aren't planning to overthrow the board of directors while you're working here. My career can't handle another one. Whoa. What? I'm embellishing there. On second thought, don't ask. It brings up too many bad memories. Speaking of bad memories, where's your ball and chain? I thought both you and Lena were going to be Lena were going to be fighter pilots together. Oh, she's making moves on him already. Don't ask. Was it that bad? Ask me when I've had a few drinks. Right, so that's the aim of the game. Get him drunk. You don't drink, so don't ask me again. Please. Sorry. We got it. Bad memories, Nat. I never thought befriending mutts could ruin my life in so many ways. Mutts? Mutts. Is he referring to someone that non-humans ruined your relationship? A mutt. Right, okay. This got some thinly veiled racism going on. Major Hackett? We were talking about a pet of a friend of mine had. It turned out to be a rabid dog. Oh, wait, is Lena actually a dog? Then use the term dog. Okay. Remember what I said if I heard you disparage a fellow serviceman again. Wait. Is Lena a dog or a person? What's going on? She's got pointy ears. I do, ma'am. And what was that? Immediate discharge, ma'am. Immediate discharge. That is correct, Major Brazil. You would do well to note Major Hackett's lesson. We are a team here on the Nimros. We work as a single unit. I will not tolerate those who cannot act as a team on my ship. That is the one guiding principle that I must make clear. Cool, fair enough. Gotta work as... Is that Bayonetta? Looks like Bayonetta. Yes, ma'am. My last experience with Saito. Okay. That was a present one. I hope not to repeat it. I bite my lip. Great. She is one of those commanders who have had a bad experience with our organisation in the past. Sure, some of us may be a little cutthroat and determined, but we get results, damn it. McGonagall! He gets results. The stories I've heard from my instructor were brutal. Selling out your command for success was common, not an exception. All sorts of backstory going on here. I don't believe in that mentality. There are limits to how far you can go before you become a monster. You are fighting to destroy the monster. Never will I sink that low. You have nothing to fear from me, Commander, except fear itself. Earn my trust, Major Pusil. It's a silly name. Why do they have silly names? Can't they just be called Tim or something? I want to give it to you, but you need to prove yourself. She wants to give it to you. Oh, this is going to go into a rogue territory. Damn it! I completely forgot to report in. It's got nice art. This it's quite decent. You know, it doesn't look so much like that fake anime art that you tend to get in a lot of these games. Mom. Major Natalie Pusil reporting in. I am the Special Investigations and Tactical Officer assigned to the KSS Nimrod. Humph. Humph. Welcome to my ship, Major. They've all got blokes' voices, unless you didn't know. She's one of the best tactical officers on the force, ma'am. Cool. I read the training reports for your top of your class, correct? Yep. Yes, ma'am. How many failed out of your class? Around 40%, and the average is 20. Why do you think that happened? Lack of dedication, they were not cut out for the service. And what did you do to get work past? Everything I could, ma'am. Right. Dot, dot, dot. Fight, we die. This is all taking its time. We fight, we die as a team on this ship, Major. Earn my trust. You already said that. Yes, Commander. At 10:05, we'll be holding an all call. An all call for the ship. What's an all call? Was that a sailing ship term I don't know about? You will brief our mission to the entire crew. Until that time, you're off duty. Major Hackett will be your guide. Thank you. You have a quarters decided, Major Hackett? Oh, I just thought she could bunk with me. Yes, I was going to put her in the empty room. Incorrect. She'll be rooming with Captain Moonfallow. Incorrect. What's wrong with the empty room? And what will we be doing with the empty room? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Our ship doctor says he is tired of sleeping in the med ward and laid claim to it. The ship doctor doesn't have his own room. That's slimy. Yes, ma'am. That's all. Dismissed. It's slimy. Well, you can't deny the doctor his own bedroom. Let's get out of here quickly before she thinks of something else. Wait, I have a question to ask. Great. Yeah. Certainly. What are you curious about? Oh, I've got a choice. How is the comlink on the ship for gaming? Please tell me a little more about the ship. That's not a question. I don't want to hear any more about the ship. I'm going to ask about the comlink. Is the comlink speed strong enough for multiplayer gaming? Excuse me? I'm tired of playing single player games by myself. There have been some amazing games released in the last few years that I want to play. I forgot you're a gamer. How could you forget? Even in this is your character depth. I played games when I had a rare free moment, remember? It's how we relate. We relate to her because she's a gamer and we're a gamer. I do remember I was hoping that maybe you'd grown up after being taken away from them. Don't mock your hobbies. Please don't mock mine. What's his hobbies? My apologies. Sir, no text spelling mistakes so far. That's a good sign in a visual novel. It's nothing better than the occasional stress relief that comes from playing a fun adventure with friends in the lands of swords and shields. Soldiers never understood. If I agree with Major Hackett that your energies would be better used elsewhere, I understand the need for entertainment after duty. She's a gamer as well. Regrettably, our transmitter is limited to all but non-essential communications, including personal data transmissions are limited. I mean, I won't be able to play any multiplayer games? Oh shit, what the fuck, man? What's the point of being in the army if you can't play multiplayer games? Correct. You can still play single player games. Spit in my face, why don't you? Jesus. You can play a visual novel. I beat all the ones I want to play. Play them again. Fuck. Jesus. You can still play them with me. I want a challenge. This is really important. Cold. I don't want to know more about this. This is going to make me ask more about the ship, isn't it? I need a dedicated link for my investigation work. What if I just use that link in my spare time? You need a dedicated link? Yes, didn't you receive my request list? And you need it for playing games in your free time. Crud, I should have phrased the original question better. Think next time before you speak, Natalie. What I meant to say is that I understood what you meant to say. Well, I'm sure you're not meaning to imply that you use government resources for personal use. It wouldn't be possible anyway. Why not if I already have the link? What is wrong with continuing to use it? As I've already stated, we only have one device for transmitting and receiving off-board communication. What the fuck kind of internet have you got going on here? Anytime you're using it for your work, we cannot use it for other purposes. Okay, look. Gonna give some science here. You're out in deep space and you've got a communication device that you want to be able to transmit to and from locations for. She says that she can use it for multiplayer gaming. I'm guessing she means with people off the ship. In order for a device to be able to transmit data fast enough for multiplayer gaming to be used, that would have to be a ridiculously powerful device. Like the data bandwidth, its ability to pump data through over light years of space would be insane. Okay? There's no way you make a device that powerful that can only handle off-board communications. Like, by the time you get into that point, you're going to have to be transmitting just absolute ridiculous amounts of data incredibly quickly, because it would have to travel so far. Like, you wouldn't make it transmit just a tiny bit of data. What would be the point in developing such an incredible thing to only transmit a tiny bit of data instantaneously? Like, if it was transmitted slowly at a tiny bit of data, that would say there's a limitation to the technology. But if she's saying, "Oh yeah, play it online, use it, it's strong enough to support online gaming," then how can it just be transmitting data? Anyway, if anything, your work is the reason why you couldn't use it. We will have to use their communications during those times where not working. They absolutely must have all their communications going 4K resolution, probably higher, 3-dimensional. Like, that's how good their communications have to be. Oh, I understand. I remember having the same exact conversation with Kika and her navigational equipment. Kika, she plays games. Lieutenant Kika Starr, our navigator. Her father is some bigwig politician. I can't place the name. Well, it turns out that she's a hardcore closet gamer. Every time we catch up with her playing on shift, she always denies it and blames it on other mutts. Lupede. Got ya. I'll have to talk with her and see if she knows any good ways to link out. Just use the communication thing, it's clearly strong enough. She'll probably put you into indentured service for the answer. What? Never mind. I don't want to know any more about the ship. Really? There's no way at all? I think we just aren't utilising the transmitter to its full capability. I'm really pushing my luck here, aren't I? I would hazard a guess and say yes. This ship is not your personal resort. It looks quite nice outside though. I think it would be a good resort. We have a mission to do here and we expect you to give it your all. Without a doubt, Mom. Then look this way. The faster we accomplish our mission, the faster we get back to civilized space and your games. I guess that's as good as motivation as any. I hope my sealed orders aren't too complex. I want a promotion that leads me to a ship where I have the technology to play a game now and then. What's the point in enduring the Space Corps if you can't play games? Until then I'll just have to make do. I copy Mom. I'll give it my all. That's going to be the sole quest of this game, isn't it, for her to play games. That's the whole point of this visual novel. I hate to cut the question and answer session short, but we should continue the tour. I don't want to start the first day tomorrow with no sleep. I don't want to continue the tour. I was purposely asking those questions so they don't tell me any more about the ship. I can feel the first trace of exhaustion being set in. This is the first time I've had to do anything remotely like work in years. It feels wonderful, though tiring. Maybe having me mumble through the briefing tomorrow might make it a little more interesting. No doubt. By your leave, Ma'am. Rest well, Commander Pucil. We expect much from you. Dismissed. Let's go drop off your medical records with the perv and grab a bite to eat. That sounds delightful. I'm famished. If Kylie finished stocking everything, we might be able to make a decent meal from the synthesizer. No cook? No cook. We'll have some limited cooking facilities, but alas, no cook. I don't think I want to eat any more dog food anyway. Lupede food. Same thing, trust me, Wolfie can't cook well. You can try eating it, but you'd rather have the synth stuff. Because she's Lupede or because she can't cook? Can't it be both? I'm not saying all the food mutants cook is bad, but Lupita stuff is bland and mushy. Try it if you want, you'll see. I can make a decent meal though. I'll make you something nice sometime. I don't know if I want to hang around with you, man. You're a bit of a racist. I'll have to compare them. It's really got this far into space and you're still people being racist against dog people. He's a mog. Then we'll have to have a contest to prove it. Not tonight. You promise? Oh, she's flirting. I promise. Let's get going. Cool, move on. The clang of metal instead of mush or dirt is welcoming. Never again will I have to check my hair for spiders after the radar array check. I don't know. Maybe you will. Everything is so clean, so shiny. I did it! I'm really back in real Space Force again. I'm free to save the universe once more. Happy? Does it show? I wouldn't be happy you didn't get your internet connection. A little bit. I can't help it, I'm excited, Soul. My first real post, my first real mission. I'm finally off that mud ball. She's so happy. What's our first mission? I haven't checked, my orders were just to report here and then receive my follow-on orders over the secured network. Jesus, she doesn't even know why she's there yet, she just turns up. It sounds like they're trying to make it difficult for your first briefing. You're telling me... I have faith in you. Show them how you give a proper intelligence briefing. Thanks, Soul. Why is he called Soul? That's the name of the sun. I know I can't see the orders, but let me know if there's anything I can do to help. But I'm not going to brief you on the orders anyway. Whatever. I'm glad he reminded me before I asked for his help. Saito orders are restricted to Saito eyes only. My first briefing can only be written by me. That is the unfortunate truth of my profession. No matter how much I wish I could depend on Soul on my crew, I am not part of it. I am just an attached member. The thought is sobering, bleeding the joy out of my mood. It is lonely at the top. Does my lab have a secured line? I'd rather not deal with couriers. We just established it's got a secure line. Only the finest for you, but obviously I'm not allowed to use it for online gaming, am I? It doesn't seem like this ship has a lot of finer things. It doesn't, but you learn to make do with things you're given. I'm sure you'll find a way to adapt quickly. Of course! Bison, of course. This ship is a stepping stone. I must keep telling myself that. We'll stop in front of a door in the aft section of the ship. Soul doesn't seem to be pleased to be here. Soul doesn't seem too pleased to be here. That's the wrong two. I found a spelling mistake. There should be two O's. Doesn't seem too pleased to be here. So I assume we have found the Orcs lab. Right, I found the first spelling mistake. Didn't take it. Took 28 minutes almost. Like Sunrider had loads, but I quite like Sunriser because it had tactical bits to it. It had something to do. Soul knocks against the door 3 times without a single response. Finally, he resorts to loud bangs before we get a response. Stan? Whoever it is, you know the hours. Doc is not in. Will Stan need a voice? A ship doctor is available at all hours of the day. Not according to your beloved regulations. Come back tomorrow, but make sure you book an appointment first. That was my Skeletor. I'm sorry, Natalie, but I'm going to have to resort to some more desperate measures. Why are you apologising? What are you planning? I wouldn't bother you, Colonel, but our new Saito just arrived and she really needs to turn in the medical records to you. She was very insistent to meet with you right now. She? Well, give me a moment. I might be able to break regulations just this once. Just this once, my butt. What in your butt? Your butt. What? From behind the sliding door I can hear mild commotion as whoever this colonel is prepares for a visit. Oh, I want to see him. I want to see if I match the correct voice to the face. You're pretty disrespectful to a superior officer. That thing is not my superior anyway. Oh, he's a mutt person. Oh, what the fuck is that? Door slides open and a dashing Afric with sharp eyes and dull purple hair. I wouldn't say that's dull purple, that's quite vibrant. Falls to his shoulders and steps out. He looks over me with a kind of warm smile. Nothing like the predator I was expecting from Soul's description. He looks like a demon of yore, but his demeanour doesn't feel stagnant. He looks like Mid-Boss from Disgaea. Still, there's something odd radiating from him. Power and confidence, yes, but something feels off. Deep in my gut, a small sliver of ice is forming.
My! Our humble ship has been blessed with the radiant beauty. My name is Stan Nelson, ship doctor.
Why is... Of all the characters, why is the demon guy just called Stan Nelson? He's called Soul something or the other. There's Kika and all this. Why is he Stan? Right. Natalie Pucelle, it's a pleasure to meet you.
No, my dear, the pleasure is all mine.
You probably shouldn't have that voice. You should probably have a more... something lower, something deeper. I was told I need to drop off my medical records because of some privacy act.
That's correct. Smart and beautiful. We are truly blessed this day.
I can't do that for a whole sentence. Right, mid-boss. Why don't you come in? I also double as the resident counsellor and would love for a chance to get to know you. That's a bit more Dracula than mid-boss. Mid-boss had a bit of a hint of Dracula in there, didn't he? I don't think so. If she needs to confide in someone, she has friends. They'll be there for her when the rain starts to fall, no doubt. An understanding perspective is often needed to truly cope. In the depths of space, my skills will guide any potential lost souls to salvation. Into your bed, more like it. Yeah, bird. My actions are bowed by a Hippocratic oath. What about your... What do you mean? I'm a doctor and I have oaths to involve in patients. They can feel safe for me to stay. Other than that, being trusted with friends, protected pervert. You malign me, Major. You both know I'm standing right here. I understand the conversation, right, Natalie? Can't handle myself, the medical records doctor. Natalie, wait. I see feelings. Oh, sorry, anger. Blah, 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 blah stuff. Yeah. Damn it, Zuri. How many times the commander has sooner I ordered not practice your garbage fighting in the lounge? So she's like... Well, it's just... Where's the story going to start? When... Oh, I'm sure it'll start eventually.